poder escapar. Y si el camino está lleno de lobos, habrá que aprender a cazar. Encadenado a tu codicia, sos brillante en ocultar. Ten cuidado con lo que me escondas, hay un destape a punto de estallar. Hasta las más viejas ruinas tienen escrita la palabra poder. Todo vuelve en la vida, este sol vio imperios caer. Habrá consecuencias ante tantas faltas de engaños, ante tanto mal provocado, ante tan deliberada crueldad, amor. Habrá consecuencias, porque no se miente de esa manera. Lo que nace en el odio se queda. Voy a rogar de una fuerza sobrenatural, sentencia tu esencia. Estamos perdidos sin poder escapar. Y si el camino está lleno de...
The possible indictment of a former president is big news. And that former president has hyped his own arrest, which did not come on the day he chose, yesterday. Now, top outlets like, say, the New York Times are putting this story, still important, but below the fold today. A sign that the undeniably huge development will be huge if or when it comes, but it's not even the New York Times' top story as the world waits. I mention that because the paper still has several different stories and angles on this prospect today, including one with this remarkable lead. Reading from the Times, quote, Donald J. Trump claims he's ready for his perp walk. It draws on accounts that Trump is telling people he welcomes the idea of being paraded for any perp walk and is mulling whether he should smile, I should say, in his own style, and whether or how to brand any commotion when that day does come, if it comes. Now.
Okay, so what just happened at 6 p.m. Eastern Time today is, without question, the single most consequential moment in the entire history of the American presidency. And I need everyone listening right now to fully understand what we are watching. The end of the Trump presidency is unfolding in real time right now as you hear this. U.S. District Judge Beryl Howell has issued an immediate arrest order directing federal marshals to take President Donald Trump into custody by midnight tonight, just hours from now. The order explicitly gives marshals the authority to force their way into Mar-a-Lago if necessary, and it is being coordinated with a Secret Service stand-down authorized by acting President Vance, who has already taken on presidential powers. This is not a future possibility. This is not a threat. This is not a warning shot. This is happening tonight. The President of the United States will be arrested within hours. But seriously, are we actually seeing this right now? A federal judge has officially ordered the immediate arrest of the current sitting president of the United States.
Legally, in New York, a perp walk is unlikely under standard procedure if the arraignment is cooperative. Now, Trump's been bracing for all this after decades of legal problems, from criminal investigations that date back to the 70s, clashes with the IRS and other regulators, his reliance on the infamous lawyer Roy Cohn, of course, his clashes with the DOJ as president. So there's a lot to choose from, and a lot of times that he has evaded the ultimate punishment. Now, the New York Times article also details some recent scenes at Mar-a-Lago to reinforce reporting that Trump seems actually significantly disconnected from the severity of his potential woes. The Times reports on a recent evening where Trump acted as DJ at a party with his personally curated Spotify playlists. Known favorites include the Rolling Stones and Phantom of the Opera. Now, the fact is, Donald Trump wouldn't really be the first DJ to try to rock a crowd while eyeing trouble with the law. But
the order was time-stamped at 6:02 p.m. Eastern Time, and it reads, execute without delay and detain pending war crimes indictment. Execute without delay. Those are the exact words written in that order. There is no waiting period. There is no chance to appeal before that order is carried out. Right now, 150 federal marshals are on the ground and deployed to Palm Beach. Helicopter footage is already showing that the entire area surrounding Mar-a-Lago is completely locked down. According to reports, the gates are expected to be breached by 11 p.m. tonight if Trump does not walk out and surrender on his own. We are watching the arrest of a sitting president happen in real time, live, right in front of us. This order was triggered by Trump's complete breakdown during his deposition earlier today, where he screamed that he would burn Washington, D.C. to the ground if they tried to arrest him. That direct threat, combined with autopsy evidence confirming 132 civilian deaths under rules of engagement that Trump personally approved and signed off on, was enough to convince Judge Howell that Donald Trump is an immediate and active threat to national security, one that could not be pushed off until the next morning. She moved the arrest timeline from 9 a.m. tomorrow all the way up to midnight tonight, 6 hours from that meltdown to being taken into custody. That is how serious and how dangerous she believes this situation truly is. And his reaction has been exactly what you would expect, completely out of control, and he is only making things worse for himself. At 6:15 p.m., just 13 minutes after that arrest order was issued, he went on Truth Social and posted in all capital letters that the arrest order is fake, called the marshals traitors, and told his supporters to rise up. He is actively calling for violence against federal law enforcement in real time while the arrest operation is already underway, and every single post he makes is just more evidence of obstruction and incitement that will be piled on top of the charges already against him. And now, the coordination with acting President Vance on the Secret Service stand-down is a very significant moment from a constitutional standpoint, because what it means is that the transfer of power has already effectively taken place. Vance is now using presidential authority to direct the Secret Service to stay out of the way and not interfere with the arrest. Trump's own protective detail will not step in to stop the marshals from taking him into custody. The Secret Service works for the office of the presidency, not for the individual person holding it. And right now, for the purposes of this operation, Vance is the one functioning as president. Live helicopter footage coming out of Palm Beach is showing this lockdown as it happens. And what we are...
Madre mía, mis queridos amigos, veníamos de la primera hora de programa. Os recuerdo también que tenemos todos los directos subidos aquí al canal John Helton Noticias. Hablábamos de 31.000 soldados ucranianos fallecidos en tan solo un mes. Un programa brutal, como digo, en el que también se han estado viendo esos ataques que se han estado viviendo en este aeropuerto en Kuwait. Vamos a estar muy pendientes en estas últimas horas porque, claro, aquí hay mucho que contar. Vamos a estar hablando también de esos misiles nucleares que se ha corroborado que Irán ya ha dicho, y esto lo estuvimos comentando hace un par de días, cuidado porque nuestras fuentes en Pakistán nos habían confirmado que Irán había dicho que iba a suspender las conversaciones con Estados Unidos. Esto es una realidad, se ha llevado a curso. La Cámara de Representantes incluso está prohibiendo a Donald Trump continuar con esa guerra en Irán. Y claro, ahora es el momento para que Irán diga, oye, mira, hemos llegado al punto límite cero, no nos hace falta negociar con vosotros. Primero porque... Fijaros porque la tecnología iraní no deja de sorprender a todos. Ahora están ya empezando a corroborar que hay una serie de nuevos armamentos que podrían enviar de vuelta de donde han salido los MQ-9 Reaper norteamericanos, que por cierto cada vez son más. Se ha estado viendo cómo estos MQ-9 Reapers lo que están haciendo es vigilancia total por la costa, normalmente también Bandarabás. Una situación en la que se entiende que Estados Unidos está mirando desde qué punto podría llevar a cabo una invasión terrestre. Esto siempre ha sido así. Primero se hace una especie de vigilancia costera. envías los F-35 para derribar esos misiles antiaéreos y defensivos y posteriormente envías las lanchas de asedio y de combate. Así que todo apuntaría a que los iraníes están preparándose para poder enviar de vuelta esos MQ-9 Reapers. Es una especie de red gigante donde el MQ-9 Reaper es, digamos, cogido por esa red y después se catapulta de nuevo desde donde ha venido. Es un mensaje contundente a Estados Unidos, pero...
Mass protests against Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner are erupting in Albania and in other areas of the world. Jared Kushner and Ivanka are trying to destroy a protected environmental area in Albania using Jared Kushner's private equity firm to basically destroy this island and to turn it into an island for the right-wing oligarchs to create 1,000 villas and basically destroy this area called Sazan, which is this cherished area of Albania. So you saw the protests right there. There's also been attacks on the Prime Minister, Edi Rama's villa, and Edi Rama is the prime minister who expedited these approvals for Ivanka and Jared Kushner against all of the laws. There are criminal investigations now in Albania. The people in Albania are absolutely livid, and you have Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner saying that they are responsible for discovering Sazan, that this area, this untouched island in Albania, Sazan, was their discovery. And people of Albania are like, what are you talking about? We know about Sazan, folks. This is what the Epstein class is up to. While the American people are suffering, the Trump regime, through their Nepo babies and through all of their pillaging of our country, are pillaging the rest of the world. And we see it right here. Let me give you some data points. And I want to also connect this to Ivanka's dark past. And it's sick when we really break down what's happening here. So I want to show you just some of the protests. I'll show you some B-roll over here, more B-roll of the protests. Right here, you'll see Albanian protesters attacking Hoxha's home. This is the prime minister's home. It's a villa nearby in this area. And this is where Edi Rama lives. And you'll see what's going on in Albania as a result of Ivanka and Jared. Here, play this clip. And I'll show you what it looks like right on the coast in Albania right now, where we've also seen massive protests as a result of the sickening and disgusting behavior of Ivanka and Jared Kushner. Let's play it.